Hi, everyone. This is Dale Parrish. We've decided to re-record the presentation that we made at the August 2nd state call. We had some technical difficulties during that call. Some information was shared on the call that may be of a private nature. So, and I was unable to get it corrected in a readily manner. So I've decided to just re-record the presentation, and hopefully that will serve the purpose of getting the information out to you that we wanted to provide you on the call on August 2nd. So I hope this works for you. Want to welcome you to the call. This is actually our July state call. We had some scheduling conflicts, so we had to move the call to August 2nd. So, but it is actually July, the July call. Our next call will be the August call, which will be on August 23rd, the fourth Wednesday of the month, and that's what we're going to try and be consistent in doing, and that is on the fourth Wednesday of every month. So let's get started. First of all, our agenda this evening will be some general announcements. Then I want to introduce some new leaders to you that have come on board during the month of July. A bit of an organizational update, and then into really the meat of this whole call, and that is relaying to you our vision statement, strategic goals, our mission statement, and our action plan going forward here. All right, so let's start with some announcements. Want to remind you once again that our leadership gathering is still scheduled for October 28th of this year. That is a Saturday, and we're going to conduct this at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Catholic Church in Carmel. Time will be from noon to 2. It is a luncheon. We'll be providing just a sandwich type luncheon. And we will, so far, we have scheduled as far as very important people to be there with us. Diane Gomez, our former state director, and we have also Senator Travis Holdman has committed to joining us that day. And as you know, Senator Holdman was our sponsor for the resolution that passed in the state legislature in 2016. But I want to stress to you the main purpose of this meeting is a meet and greet. This is a time for you to put faces with names, names with faces, and get to know each other and introduce yourself and like I said, get to know each other. So that is the primary purpose of this whole gathering, is to see each other and get to know each other. And this gathering is limited to district captains, region captains, and the executive group. So please put this on your calendar, and I truly, truly hope to see all of you there. Next announcement that I wanted to make is that we're developing what we're going to call the Indiana Leaders site. This is a site through Google Sites. It's going to be much like a wiki page, in that it'll be limited access. Only district captains, region captains, and the executive group will be able to access this page. And what it's going to be is it's going to be a central source of various types of information that we think would be of use, be useful to the leaders in the state, the district captains, region captains, and executive groups. So we'll have things like training videos, training materials, policy statements. We'll have the vision statement and the mission statement that we're going to cover today will be on there. Again, other different types of information that should be helpful to you as a leader, and it all will be in one particular location. Now, as I said, we determine who has access to this page. We'll send you a link, so please save that link or go in and bookmark the page. But access will be limited. Hope to have this rolled out by the end of August. Right now it's still under construction, so be looking for the link to the Indiana Leaders site, and we will in the future just refer to this as the Leaders site. Okay, some new leaders that have joined us during the month of July. Josh Plew is our new region captain in Region 4. New district captains, Brian Wickens, District 72, Nolly Bland in District 77, and Danny Strong in District 92. Also, Paul Phillips, currently Region 3 region captain, has also volunteered to be a legislative liaison. So thank you, Paul, for stepping forward. And we have a new individual that has joined us. She's been a supporter of Convention of States, and that is Rachel Kessler. Rachel is an attorney and is joining us as another legislative liaison, and is also going to occupy a position called the creative writer, and we'll touch on this again further in the presentation. But welcome, Rachel, and I want to thank all these individuals for stepping forward and taking on a leadership role for us in the state. During the actual call, we had Jerry Rowe make a few comments regarding the rollout of Citizen Builder. As you all know, the rollout has been delayed due to various bugs, I guess, that they're trying to get out. Good thing that they're doing that before it gets rolled out. I know Jerry did mention that there would be extensive training opportunities for all the district captains and region captains and all of us to become familiar with this site early on. So this is something that we want to pay close attention to. It's going to have a significant impact on the way we conduct our business here in Convention of States. Okay, also we had an update on our sister state initiative. A sister state is a past state, which we are a past state, helping out a state that is still in play. And we have been asked to assist the state of Virginia. They wanted us to form a team and to make calls to constituents of a particular district, I think, or county, I can't recall, in Virginia. This is a particular legislator that has been a problem in getting the resolution passed in Virginia. John Ackerman, our Region 4 region captain, originally headed up this team of people from supporters from Indiana. John ran into some medication issues, and Bill Heller stepped forward to take on the role of leader, and Bill has done an outstanding job, and I want to thank Bill for all his efforts. Also helping Bill was David Waters, our other co-state director, and basically the two of them, from what I understand, made the phone calls. So phone calls and emails. So I want to thank both of them for an outstanding job that they did, and to carry out our obligation as a sister state. So thank you very much. Here is a region breakdown, what the breakdown currently looks like. We have the 9 regions in the state, and as you can see, we have 5 region captains, Peter, Paul, Josh, John, and Robert. And there are the districts that are assigned to each of the regions. The districts highlighted in red are districts where we have a district captain in place. And of course the others are without a district captain. So we have 40 districts with captains in place, 60 without. So you can see we have quite a job ahead of us to fill these district captain positions. So while it's only 40, that is an improvement. When we started this out when David and I started in April, and when we finally contacted all the district captains to see who was really still on board with us, the number was 37. So we've improved by 3. So going in the right direction. All right. Now, this is an organizational chart that we put together. It was very hard to put together. There are so many moving parts right now, and as you can see, it's color coded according to those positions that are filled, which ones are partially filled, and which ones are vacant. So, and as you can see, we're going to have, we anticipate having, I guess this is more of an organizational chart of how we think things are going to evolve, and this may change a number of times. And the suggestion was made to me that I needed to incorporate some dotted lines here, so I'll try and redo this. But as you can see, we anticipate having lead individuals in lead positions, and then each, for the most part, will have a team or teams, I should say, behind them, all in support of our district captains and region captains. So the team that we're most focusing on right now is this digital marketing coordinator position and the digital marketing coordinating team, which that team will be comprised of the social media warriors, a Facebook person, a webmaster, videographer, and media liaison, plus there's that creative writer position I mentioned earlier that Rachel is going to occupy. So this is the team that we're trying to, we want to create and get established as soon as possible, and of course a lead digital marketing coordinator, because this is the team, when Citizen Builder rolls out, this is the team that's going to be producing much of the content for our state and our districts and regions that will appear on that website. So this team is very important, and that's where our focus is going to be right now. Okay, that's the organizational chart as it stands right now. Again, this could change frequently, and I anticipate that it will. All right, here is, we're going to get now into the meat of our call, and that is our vision statement. As you know, Indiana is a past state, and Diane Gomez led the state in accomplishing the passing of that resolution, and that was a monumental task. David and I, when we took over in April of this year, we decided that we now needed a new vision, a new direction. And this is what we've decided upon. Our vision is to build a Hoosier grassroots community of citizens and legislators dedicated to the constitutional concept of self-governance. Now, that is a much broader vision, and it does incorporate not only achieving the Convention of States that we're all looking for, but beyond, okay? And not sure what that all looks like right now, but we feel certain that it's important that we look at what we're developing here as a community, and that community involves citizens and legislators, and that we're all ultimately dedicated to the constitutional concept of self-governance. Okay? I would encourage you, if you have an opportunity, to introduce yourself, say in a national call or something of that nature, that you introduce yourself incorporating this vision statement. For example, hi, I'm Dale Parrish. I am co-state director in the state of Indiana, where our vision is to build a Hoosier grassroots community of citizens and legislators dedicated to the constitutional concept of self-governance. If you practice that a few times, it becomes easier to say. And I've done this a number of times, and I've gotten very good response on it. So I would encourage you to do that. Well, okay, that's our vision. So what does this all look like when we get there? How are we going to know that we've accomplished our vision? Well, this is what we think it will look like. We think that there will be quarterly legislator meetings scheduled in all districts. All 100 districts will have quarterly legislator meetings scheduled. We will have 100,000 supporters in the state of Indiana. Now, this is very much in line with the national goal of 10 million supporters. So this will be basically about a 5-fold increase in our current supporter base in the state of Indiana. And obviously, when getting to 100,000 supporters, we're going to be doing things much differently than we are right now. Multiple ongoing educational meeting vehicles in every region. I use the term vehicles. We're looking to create educational meetings, be it town hall meetings, be it small group meetings, be it podcasts, be it any type of meeting where like-minded people can gather, okay? And that's what we want to have. We want to have multiple meetings of this nature going on in every region. We will see all district captain, region captain positions filled. All executive positions will be filled and fully engaged. So that's what the vision looks like once it has been accomplished. Okay. Keep in mind, this still all incorporates our strategic goals, and that is grow the grassroots, strengthen legislator relationships, and educate, educate, educate. Those are still our strategic goals, and we don't want to lose sight of those. All right, here's our mission statement. This is what we want. We've got our vision now. This is what we want to accomplish by June 30th of 2018. We want to have all executive positions, all region captains, and 70% of the district captain positions filled. We have 100 districts, so that means we want to have 70 district captains in place, all executive positions filled, and all region captain positions filled. We want to strengthen legislative relationships by conducting 2 quarterly legislator meetings in each district. 2 quarterly legislator meetings in each district. We want to grow the grassroots to 50,000 supporters by June 30th, 2018. And we currently have, well, a Nation Builder has us at 22,000, but we know that there's some names in there that aren't truly supporters. Another number we utilize is right at 17,000, so somewhere in there. So we want to get to 50,000 supporters by June 30th of next year. And we want to have an ongoing educational meeting of some type scheduled in each region. So we have 9 regions, so we want to have 9 of these meetings ongoing in each region. That's our mission between now and June 30th of next year. So what's our action plan? What are we going to do to achieve that mission? The very first thing, and I think one of the very most important things we need to do right now, is we need people to fill these positions, to fill the leadership positions and the executive positions. We need to search our supporter base for candidates and utilize all the tools and mechanisms we have available to find talented people. And I believe, quite honestly, I believe we have these people in our supporter base right now. We did a search here in July. As I mentioned to you, we were trying to fill the digital marketing coordinator position, and we did a search. We did a search through the social media warriors and found 2 very, very good candidates. And we're going to put both of them to work. We're going to incorporate both of them in our plan going forward. So the talent is there. We just need to find it. If we can't find it in our base, then we'll have to go out to the general public. All right, so that is our first step in the action plan. Next, with regard to legislator relationships, we need to develop a legislative plan to prioritize meetings for the district captains, region captains, as well as our legislative liaisons. And this will be something that our legislative liaisons need to formulate for the state, okay, this plan to prioritize these meetings. Grassroots growth, we need to engage all of our supporters and leadership and leadership levels to implement the 5 for 5 program. More will be coming on that, and to utilize all the forms of media to attract petition signers. We had 574 new petition signers in the month of July. Well, that's far below what we need to generate every month to get to our 50,000 goal as part of our mission statement. So we need to implement these programs and grow the grassroots. Educational, utilize our town hall meeting template. That is a template that Bob Hall provided us of how he created his town hall meeting group in southern part of the state, Region 9. Bob's had great success down there, and I think some or all of what the steps that he took can be used to create these regional educational meetings. Okay. Just so everybody knows, we will be tracking progress. Every good organization that sets goals has got to have a way to track its progress toward those goals. We already have a petition growth spreadsheet already set up, so we're set there to track our growth as far as petition signers are concerned. And we'll be setting up mechanisms to track legislator meetings and educational meetings, and we'll have those all set up, and we'll have those on the leaders site once that's released, so you can all view that and see who's doing a good job and who's not, and hopefully you can maybe get some tips from the people that are doing a good job. All right? Well, in closing, I always like to close with a quote, and I came across this quote from the late Justice Scalia that I thought was a very, very good quote, and that is, "The founders inserted this alternative method of obtaining constitutional amendments because they knew the Congress would be unwilling to give attention to many issues that people are concerned with, particularly those involving restrictions on the federal government's own power." I thought this quote was just so pertinent to today's situation that we find ourselves in. So that's it. And again, this is just a recording of the actual presentation that was done at the August 2nd state call. So look forward to talking to you again, and please note that our next state call will be on August 23rd, 8 p.m. So see you then. Bye.